I feel very fortunate right now because we have managed to grab Deficio to talk to us about the news that's been dropping this week from the Misfits camp. We thought that it was a bit of a shocker, the jungle switch-up that we're going to talk about in a bit. But then the news dropped that you guys are going to be leaving us in the LEC. There aren't really words, I guess, to sum it up right now, but can you tell us what the mood is behind the scenes?
It's a very unique situation for everyone. I mean, nobody is used to this kind of news to drop in. And obviously, with still some games left to play, it does make it a very hectic week. Suddenly you end up having, where focus goes away from essentially just preparing for the weekend, and you start thinking about the news and everything. So I think the mood overall, everyone is trying to stay super focused because we know at the end of the day, it's sports, we have to play, we have to win. It's what we need to do and best for everyone. So I think everyone is being pretty badass and actually keeping that mindset. But at the same time, it obviously sits in the head of everyone that it is big news. It is hard to get used to right now. Hopefully over the next couple of weeks, that gets a little bit better. But obviously very sad as well.
You are part of the DNA of the LEC, whether it's as a shoutcaster or being part of teams. This must be quite a bittersweet moment for you personally, especially as Misfits could very well go to playoffs still.
Yeah, I mean, I joined Misfits 2 years ago, and we kind of turned the page and have operated very differently the last 2 years with Misfits. It's been very focused, obviously, on scouting young players and kind of building long-term in that way and finding what we consider underrated veterans to bring into the team. And I think we've managed to do very well over the last 2 years. You know, I'm still incredibly mad about not making Worlds last year due to Inspired on Viego. And then last with fourth place, VTO MVP and so on. So I'm overall very happy with the last 2 years, which also makes it even more bittersweet because obviously really been enjoying my time here also with the staff I've had now for 2 years and the different players.
Well, I want to ask more about your future, but right now I've got to ask about the present because we're going to see Zanzara today. Mr. Bonk, the Taxman's biggest fan, is going to be joining us in the LEC again. He's known for creativity, shall we say, in his approach to champions. Are you going to let him go wild in the draft today? I
mean, it's we don't even need to do anything special when it comes to his picks right now. They actually fit very well into the meta. Not that that's the reason we have moved him into the team. For us, it was quite clear over the last couple of weeks. We've been slumping a bit on the behind the scenes, outside of the game itself. And we certainly noticed that things got a bit more unproductive and unhealthy. And I felt like it was important for me to look at that and say, okay, how do we get the best chances of getting the most out the last couple of weeks and into playoffs? And that was to do a change. It was to bring in a very unique character, very unique personality who does bring positivity and brings a lot of fun and charm into a team. And really like a new spark. It's like a breath of fresh air you get with someone like him joining, because you simply, I mean, you can't ignore him, right? He just takes up the room. And I think now also with the news that dropped, it's been very important to get someone like him in, and he's been amazing and just kind of ignoring all the outside noise from the news and just actually bring out a very unique thing for us right now and creating a new environment, which I think we need for the next couple of weeks.
Well, we're really excited to see him playing again in the LEC because the man is a powerhouse, whether he's on the server or talking to us on camera. So fingers crossed, because you guys need to win 4 out of your next 7 games to make it to playoffs. So as long as you win 1, we get to hear from Zanzara. And for me, that is what I'm personally hoping for. So congratulations on still being in contention. Commiserations for the news this week. But we know that you are in this to win this.
100%. Yeah, I mean, everyone here knows we can make playoffs. We are 5 teams right now fighting for these different spots, and we need 4 wins out the last 7. So, I mean, no matter what happens this weekend, we will still believe. But give me a 1-1 and I'm happy this weekend.
Are you going to be happy with that machine?